Rame. And what a sunny weather is today. It's quite hot. I'm in China and I'm with my new Fujifilm X-S10 15-45 kit lens, and how good is going to be. I'm going to do some demonstration. The way I hold the camera is like this. Right now I'm in the aperture. Mode, and then the setting is the viewer setting, and then let me just go and then show you how it look, and then I'm going to do some vlogging. Let me just press the shutter button, and then here I go. So (15-45) OIS and IBIS, and there is no any kind of EIS. So this is how I vlog. But what about if I want to close the screen and vlog? Yes, I want to close the screen and I want to vlog. Let me just close the screen like this. So I have no idea. By closing the screen, the camera become much compact. I like the flip up or flip down screen. I do not like the fully articulated screen because it take a lot of space. Like this, I'm still recording, as you can see. So right now, jump to me, and then I'm going to show you the audio, and then we are going to see how good is the Fujifilm. Yeah, now jump to me with 15-45, or also you can hold like this if you want with the grip. Again, it depends. Personally, I like to hold like this. This is a much better way of vlogging. So jump to me.
So should I close this or not?
Yeah, just close it. So this is the 15-45 lens with the OIS and EIS. I'm holding from the grip, and the way I show you, I'm using the Harmonic Blink B500. The microphone setting is at auto, and how good is everything? How good is the dynamic range? I'm using the standard profile with the dynamic range priority 400. How good it is. Fujifilm X-S10. Again, I'm a little bit disappointed with the IBIS. The IBIS is not that rock steady smooth compared with the Olympus EM5 Mark III. I love the EM5 Mark III. At first point, I went to buy the Canon M6 Mark II. I love the EIS. Digital stabilization is super smooth, but the problem was that in 4K there is no aperture or shutter priority. Only you have auto or manual. In regular Full HD you have shutter and manual priority. But if you are shooting the 4K video, there is absolutely no, let me repeat, there is absolutely no shutter or aperture priority. I love to shoot sometime in aperture shutter priority. So if you are going to shoot 4K on Canon 90D or Canon M6 Mark II, I mean, you can get by in aperture. If you're just going to use the 11-22, then you can only get by with the auto setting, because 11-22 is a f4 lens, so it's not a big deal. But if you are going to use something like Sigma 16mm f1.4, if you put on a auto mode with Sigma 16mm f1.6, is going to, let me see, can I okay, yeah. So let me increase the exposure. Yeah. So if you're using this Sigma 60mm f1.4, is in auto setting, the aperture is going to fluctuate. To be honest with you, it's going to go up and down. And there was Sony A6600. A6600 is a joke, to be honest with you. I really do not understand why Sony released it. Why they do not improve the IBIS. I really cannot comprehend why. Again, this I'm handling with no EIS. Right now I'm going to turn on the EIS, and let's continue our discussion. So now I have turned on the digital EIS. There's a 1.1x crop. So yeah, there's a 1.1x crop if you use the digital stabilization on the X-S10. It's not a big deal, to be honest with you. It's not like 1.43 crop of a Sony ZV-E10 if we're going to use the active stabilization. I'm really liking it, to be honest with you. Let me just so just 1 minute. So the 1.1 crop time 15 is 16.5. So this 50mm lens now become a 16.5mm lens. So it is a 1.1 crop if you are using the electronic stabilization. So again I'm handling. So this is my friend. He is a very famous, my friend. You wanna look at the camera? He's a very famous lawyer. To be honest with you, he's a very famous lawyer. What do you call a lawyer in English? Defensive way? What is that? How do you call a lawyer in a real world? A barrister?
Barrister. You could say that, barrister. Yeah.
Barrister. So my friend is a high-end barrister. He cannot show his face because he's a very high-end.
That is not entirely accurate. That is not accurate.
Then what is accurate?
Well, a law student is more accurate.
So yeah, now he become a law student. Look at his age, man. Look at his beard. He's over 40.
Oh, okay, yes. No, actually not over 40. Unfortunately, I'm not that old yet. If I was 40, I would be probably...
And by the way, he's my best friend. Like, he's the best friend from my childhood. Okay, not childhood.
For quite some years, at least a decade. We've known each other for...
No, more than a decade, man.
Yeah, more than a decade.
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah, nearly
16
1 decade and a half. He was a very small kid. He was a very cute, like a teddy bear.
Oh, no.
Really, you're so cute, man.
Okay, that is going weird. Okay, okay. Anyways, do peace out. Peace out, anyways.
And do you like the camera?
Quality, it looks okay. I'm not an expert. I can't claim to be an expert in any...
Today is really very bright, to be honest. It's super bright. And we cannot even see the screen, what's going on.
Yeah, it is very, very bright though.
So, do you prefer Sony or Fujifilm?
Fujifilm. Anything Japanese seems better, to be honest.
Both of them are Japanese, dude.
I mean,
but one thing, but you need to remember this. Fujifilm, both of them are made in China. Only Canon makes some of their high-end camera in Japan.
Like what I meant was a Japanese name.
Yeah,
and a Japanese company seems better than a company with, which is in Japan but not really.
You know, back when Fujifilm, I thought Fujifilm is a company from the island of Fiji.
Oh, that's
yeah. And then I always got confused. Even there's a Fiji mount, like Fuji. Like I always get confused. Like back, what is it? Like the Mount Fiji, the country Fiji, and Fujifilm. And by the way, Fujifilm is a very iconic. Still, right now they are here. If you remember Kodak, they are out of business. If you remember the Fujifilm old film camera. Yeah. And then I think you should remember one of the taxi serial killer. He used the Fujifilm camera after murdering their suspect, and then.
Why would you be mentioning such a thing?
Well, because I remember that camera was put on some kind of display. I think it's going on auction. I don't know the entire story. Like Fujifilm become famous in Asia, especially in Hong Kong after that, because it get a lot of attention.
Okay, legal disclaimer: if any taxi driver uses Fujifilm for any of their crimes or anything, we are not related.
We are not related. But it's one of the very iconic story. There was a taxi driver who lured young girls into taxi, and then.
Okay, that is.
And by the way, he want to become a doctor. That's what he was doing.
What on?
Yeah.
Why, that doesn't really.
No, that's a long story. By the way, there's a YouTube channel called Mr. Ballen. I'm requesting him to cover this topic. There's a lot of Scoopy YouTube channel, like Murder Mystery YouTube channel. Maybe they should cover this story about a Hong Kong taxi murderer. I mean, it's going to be a good story. By the way, disclaimer: Fujifilm and nothing have to do, and we love Fujifilm.
All right. Peace out then.
Yeah. Make sure to click that like button. Check out our Outing Journal magazine. Outing Journal is my online travel magazine.
Online travel magazine?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, he don't know this is a project which I'm already working. Subscribe and bye.